Hey, bro, you heard Johnny got another car again?
Yeah, I was like, yo, that's what's up, man. That's pretty cool.
Why does he always get to get all the nice cars? His life is good. He's living his best life, and I'm just here like,
Bro, chill out, man. You're still doing good, man. I mean, sure, you got no girlfriend, no job, you live in your mom's basement, you're skin and bones, you got a bald spot, you're kind of creepy and awkward, but you good, bro. You good. Sorry. Crazy sneeze there. Crazy sneeze. Anyway, um, but yeah, man, you just accept yourself, man. But you just gotta accept the way you are. You know what I'm saying? But maybe you should watch the Winning Life podcast because maybe you should get your life together a little bit.
a podcast?
Yeah,
Winning life?
for sure, man. They pretty two cool, handsome guys. Should be able to help you out.
Say less. I'm about it.
Let's hug it out, and let's go get some beef jerky.
Just you need some gas on.
All right, guys, welcome to the Winning in Life podcast, and I'm King Caleb,
I'm Nashawn, bruh.
and let's get right into it.
Real talk, man. Today, we finna talk about comparison, social media. Bro, the trap, man. People just comparing themselves to each other, man. What's up with that, bro?
It's a trap. Comparison is really the thief of joy. Like, especially in this day and age,
That's talk.
you can just open that smart device that you have called a cell phone, go on Instagram, and look at everyone's highlights. And you just want to be them. What do you think? We do that. What do you think us humans love comparing ourselves to other people?
I mean, it's crazy because you have like a whole social media platform based on, like you said, the highlights, bro. So you're seeing the best of somebody's life, which is cool. But when you're going through like the hard times, when you're going through the struggle, when you're in that time where you actually have to put in the work, you're seeing the result of somebody else's success. Whether you see, or sometimes it comes natural, people. You see somebody's body, oh man, that's awesome. They got the perfect body. They got this great job. They got the batting, things like that. But you don't see what's behind the scenes.
Ooh, behind the scenes. That's
Right.
true.
And when you see those highlights, bro, it's like, I guess it's natural to compare because you don't necessarily see your own highlights. You're just seeing the highlights of somebody else and you're comparing it to your day to day. Well, I'm not really doing nothing right now. I'm not really, you're kind of focused on your present situation. I guess, naturally you know, that can naturally make you feel, with some people, envious or jealous or even not good enough, man. Because I think that's what's all about, with the whole comparison trap. It's just people not feeling good enough who they are because they're seeing these highlights. They're seeing the best of other people when they don't see the best of themselves,
Facts.
So I think I think it can even worsen somebody's self-esteem. It can heighten it, intensify it if you don't have like a good foundation. And even when you're in that, if you can kind of get addicted to other people's validation when you're not validating yourself. So when you're getting all those likes, oh man, I'm doing good on this. You got post this one picture, I'm doing really good. Post the next picture, oh man, I only got 300 likes. I usually get 500. Man, frick, man, something's wrong with me, bro.
Right.
When there's nothing really wrong with you, it's just that you can't base your own happiness or validation on, other people, right? You can't.
Right.
You can't. What do you think is the good and bad of social media when it comes down to it?
Well, I'll start with the bad first, and then I'll go to the good.
Yeah.
When it comes to the bad part of social media, obviously comparison. Number one thing. We
Yeah.
compare ourselves, we see someone else doing better, or we think that's doing better. Oh my goodness, they're doing better. That's the bad part. Also, you have what they call like online people that like Twitter fingers are on, or like they can go because social media is like a kind of like a safe haven. You can pretty much say whatever. You can criticize without feeling, repercussion. Oh, they can't find where I'm at. Like online bullies. That's what I say. Yeah, that's a bad part. Oh, and then like arguments. People are always arguing on social media. Oh, you're wrong. You can't have an opinion anymore. Yeah, no more free speech. even though we live in a country where supposedly we have free speech. But now this is cancel culture. You can anything that you say is like people like, oh no, you can't say this. There's arguments, online bullies, and comparison. Those are the three major things I'll say. The bad things about social media.
Yeah.
But the great thing about social media is you get to meet people you would have never met. You know, you get to network.
That's
You can meet a lot of people in network. You can even use it to meet, your next girl or your next boyfriend
Or your next best friend. So,
or your next best friend.
Yeah.
That's how we met guys on Twitter.
Yeah. We won't say that for our Best Friends podcast.
Yeah.
But that's interesting story.
Interesting story. That's a really good part about social media. You get to meet people. You get to network. You get to see what's going on around the world, other countries that you haven't even visited. Oh, look, this happens. You just get to connect. Also, like back then, you would have to go to someone's house to connect with them, to talk to them,
Yeah.
or you would have to travel. Right then, when they had mail.
Right. Parcel here.
The horses. Hey, got mail. Like, for example, let's say, you have a family member in England, right? You can just, all right, just find them on Facebook, Instagram. You could, you don't have to send them mail. That could take, a month?
Right. Yeah, months, weeks, bro. Freaking.
Yeah. That's like a great part about social media, just connecting.
Right. Yeah, you get something in the mail. My grandfather died 6 months ago,
Like,
and you
what?
just getting that. I didn't get to go to the funeral, you know?
Exactly. But now, hey, yo, Johnny, that's in England. Yo, your grandfather. All right, next day, plane ticket.
Maybe this is a bad example.
But you get what
Let's
you
say
get what I'm
wedding.
saying. Yeah, let's say wedding. Wedding. You missed the wedding. The next day, you can get a plane ticket. You
Yeah.
just, send them a message on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey man, your cousin's getting married, blah blah blah, and then that's it.
No talk. That's actually really good, man. Cause even me, like, I forgot, like, oh yeah, there is really good things about social media, like with connection. And if we make it about connection, social media can be great,
Right.
But if we make it about ourselves and kind of just making ourselves appear bigger than we are, then it can be, really destructive. And it can highlight and even intensify our already feelings of, depression and loneliness and unworthiness,
Exactly. With that being said, what do you think someone can do on social media to unfollow or follow, or what should they do to block that negativity if they're on social media? If they want to use it for good, what do you suggest someone doing? Actions they should take to use it for good, or should they block people? Should they unfollow people? Like, what do you say about that?
Pretty much, just leave everything, leave your whole life, become a hermit, and live in the Himalayas. And that's pretty much it.
Agreed.
Raise alpacas, so
For wolves, sorry.
raised by the wolves, ate to the full. Nah, but for some reason, if you don't want to do that brilliant idea, what I do is that I unfollowed like a lot of people that just weren't aligned with my agendas. Like, oh, all they're posting is like stupid stuff or bad stuff or mean stuff or whatever. You can unfollow them, you can block them, or you can just mute them. You're like, maybe I don't want to unfollow them, but I'm just gonna mute them so I don't see their stuff because
Right.
it's not enriching my life. I follow a lot of accounts. What's great about my social media is that I follow a lot of personal growth accounts, success accounts, money investing accounts. When I go in there, I'm always learning something.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I go in there for just a laugh or whatever, see what's going on, I'm always learning something from other people who are pouring into me. And I'm just like, oh, snap, bro. Like, I was just, on my phone, but I'm like, yo, that was really good. And I get something from it. And how you're saying, like, social media can be used for good. If we do just that, man, like, it can work wonders, bro. And so, yeah, you definitely want to cut the fat, especially, if you're just looking at Instagram models and things like that.
Cut that out.
Right. You definitely don't want it to lead to something else, right? You don't need to be looking at all them girls. Go out, go talk to the girls, the same baddies that are on the IG, go out and talk to them. Then you realize, what? They ain't even as cool as they are bad,
Exactly.
And even, men or women too, is like, even if these girls have great bodies, it doesn't mean that they're just amazing people in general.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean they're super cool or they're fun. They could be boring, you know?
With social media, it's so easy to put up a front.
Right.
Hey, I'm this cool person, but you meet them in real life. Yo, you are boring as heck.
Right.
I don't ever want to talk to you again.
Bro, like, I was like, wow, I follow you on social media, you were cool, and now you just a scumbag a-hole, bro. And,
Exactly.
and like, that's happened to me, bro, where, you know, I see this baddie online, bro, and I'm just like, wow, you know. Then you meet him in person, and, you know, you think couple things. Okay, one, you a catfish, right?
Cat.
And two, you're actually really boring, bro.
Right.
And that happened to me, where I'm like, bro, like, the person that you put it on social media,
Right.
who you are, two different people, bro. Two different people. And, you know, and also, you know, there's some people that you really can only experience in real life, man.
Facts.
Like, social media can't do them justice. For the longest time, I was like, yo, social media don't do me justice. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's still good, but you just have to know the difference between what's real and what's not. And a lot of times you can only know that with actually meeting somebody in person.
Right.
So,
With social media, it's like it's all about balance.
right.
You know, you have to know how. Don't spend much of your days when you know you should be working on something.
Yeah, it's true.
Scrolling on bed. Just you wasting like an hour where you could have been
TikTok,
working.
bro.
TikTok.
Hour, bro. I know people be on TikTok for like 10 hours, bro.
10 hours, and you're not even a TikTok influencer, so we know you ain't making no money. So
Fact, bro. You could have started a whole TikTok business, bro.
Exactly.
They waiting, bro.
or your other side business, but nah, you're too busy like scrolling social media, seeing what the next person is doing when you should be focusing on your life.
Right. Ooh.
So focus on your life. That's balance. I mean, you know, you can check on people once they're, you know, like you were saying, he learns a lot of things on social media, which is really good. I also follow a lot of positive personal growth accounts, financial accounts, all these accounts. So you can learn a lot. You can even find you a mentor
Real talk.
on social media. So like that thing, that's really good. But like, you know, just like with everything, if you do something too much and excessive, it's not good for you, whether it be anything in life. So it's the same thing with social media. You're on there too long, not good for your brain.
Right. Real talk. And like, that's another thing what you're saying about like the time, right? Which I didn't think about at first, but yeah, like you can spend a lot of unnecessary time on social media when you could be doing something else. And it's crazy because I just lost my train of thought and I was saying something, but now I forgot it. In your life. That's what social media does to your brain, bro. You can't remember, man. What happened? Where am I, bro? What's my name?
What's my name?
Oh, nah.
The square root of 69 is a song. Because I've been trying to figure it out. Drake. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know.
Drake was on the song. Never mind. Okay. Anyways.
I think a lot of it just comes down to like self-acceptance. I mean, I guess you could say that's the internet in general.
Right.
You know, is that, you know, anything like you're saying with balance is that it can be used for good or bad. And I think the whole point of this podcast is making sure that we're using the right things for good and maximizing on that, and then we're cutting the bad stuff, the
negative
losses,
out.
the fat, the negative, right? Oh yeah, now I remember what I was gonna say. We're talking about FOMO.
Oh, fear of missing out.
Yeah. For you guys don't know, like FOMO is the fear of missing out, and a lot of people think that if they're not on social media, I'm missing out on something. There's news, and I guess that's another reason why people can get addicted to it. But really, the biggest thing that you're missing out on is your own life, right? When you're seeing everybody else's life, you're not being present, and you're missing out on your own life. And that's the big thing, is that you don't want to be so caught up in other people's life when you're missing out on your own. Because instead of thinking about all the success of other people, what about your own success? Why don't you build your own success, right? Why don't you build a life that's worth posting about?
Ooh.
Why don't you build a life that you actually like being in?
Exactly,
right?
that you enjoy.
Instead of be like, man, they got this and they got that. You know what? You know, the grass ain't always greener. So why don't I just water my own lawn?
Wow.
And that's like the main thing. That's what I want everybody to get out of this. Is like, you know what? We can improve right here, right now, bro. I don't want anybody to miss out on their own life anymore, bro. And sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it's hard, man. But like,
It should be a saying: fear of missing out on your own life.
Right. Exactly. That's it, man. And nobody's truly alone, bro. Like even if you are feeling alone, like nobody is that like there's somebody out there who's going the same thing like you.
Or worse.
Or worse, man. Like if you're on the couch wishing you could meet friends or people, there's another person in the same situation wishing they could meet more friends or more people, get in that relationship, bro.
All right, real talk. So the gym I go to, I hear a lot of people say I don't have time to work out. I don't got this. I can't work out. There's this person in a wheelchair lifting weights. So there's no excuse. There's always someone that has it worse than you. And a lot of times the people that have it worse than you, they're putting in more work than you. So you out here on the couch. Oh, I wish I could meet people. Go out and meet people.
That's all.
There's people out there that probably stutter a lot, that have that can't even talk well, but they're out there networking like crazy, So like, don't miss out on living your own life. Just go out there, go network, and then everything will fall in place. You will meet the right people at the right time also, and then don't be anywhere that you don't feel like people want to be around you.
That's all.
Go around, meet your people.
Yeah, real talk, man. That was beautiful, man. Speaking some straight facts. I'm thinking over here like, dang, man, this man speaking facts, bro. I mean, that's what's great about social media is that you literally can find your people on there.
Exactly. So if you guys do content, your own group or niche of people gravitate towards you. So like, just literally everyone. You're a gamer, you're gonna find gamers. You like hitting the gym, lifting weights, you're gonna find other people the same way. Like it's literally everyone out there for you. And social media makes it easier, which is a great thing, to find people like faster.
Absolutely, man.
Instead of having to travel almost everywhere, and you can save time and gas.
Do you go to the gym? Do you go to the gym? Do you go to the gym? Like, nah, I got this community. Hey, man, we all go to the gym over here. Bet,
And then you all link up, and then y'all become friends, and then the rest is history.
That's it, man.
The last thing I would say is just focus on your life. Don't fear missing out of other people's life. Fear missing out on your own life.
That's all.
And keep working and improving, and then just keep winning in life. You know how that goes.
You already know. We'll see you in the next one.
See you guys.